Blessings and love from Manchester, UK. My name's DJ Easy P and welcome to the brand new DJ Easy P YouTube channel where we're going to be doing tutorials on everything DJ related. So I'm a Twitch DJ predominantly and I do in real life gigs as well. So we're going to be covering a lot of stuff that Twitch DJs do online, how we differ from gamers, so how we do our overlays, emotes, redeems, anything like that. I'm an ex-DMC battle DJ, so cutting, scratching, all of that will be covered. The technical side of gear, so what kind of equipment we use or I use, how you set up stream elements and stuff in the background, and also we'll be covering Seratos. Right, don't forget to click subscribe and the notification bell so you know when we've uploaded a new video. Right, so let's get into it. Today's video, what we're doing, how I organize my crates. Now, I know this is a big deal for a lot of DJs, and most of the DJs I speak to have messy crates. And I'm not saying my crates are perfect, because they definitely are not. And I'm sure there's amazing ways of doing crates that I've not considered. Please, if you've got any suggestions or better ways of doing things, by all means put it in the comments below, because we would all love to learn. So here is the crate column. You've got different kinds of crates. What you've got is normal crates and then the smart crates. So I'm going to take you through smart crates as well. So smart crates literally are crates that you don't have to do anything. So when you put new music into your hard drive and add it into Serato, analyze it. Once you've done that, it will put it into the smart crate. You click on smart crate here, then you can add rules, and you can add loads of rules if you want. So for instance, I might say I want it to have hip hop in it, but I specifically want the hip hop to be before 2000, add another one, yeah, but after 1989. Press save, creates a new crate, which I'll put here for you, and it's literally got anything that's 90s hip-hop in that crate now. If you look at my hip-hop crates, I've got all my hip-hop, so it doesn't matter what, and that literally, the rule on that literally is, and you can edit it here at the top, but then I've got it broken down into decades. So you've got 80s hip-hop, and again, if we edit it, it's hip-hop and anything before the 90s. I've got that for pop, and I've got that for R&B. So when I put new music into Serato and it's dance, so say it's from 1989, it will go into the 80s dance crate, which just makes your life easier. It keeps the messiness out of it, and you know exactly where everything is. So these are my smart crates. I don't actually use my smart crates to DJ out of that much. I more use them to create my normal crate as a basis that I know where that music is, and I don't have to sift through every single song that I've got. Right, let's go on to my DJ out crates. Now, DJ out is my in real life gig DJ crates. So this is where I put the music that I'm going to play out. This is how I've got it set up. The places where I do, it tends to be, I might play some 70s funk. So we might warm up with some 70s, stuff that everyone knows. Then I've got some 80s dance floor pop, 80s dance classics, so them classic 80 tunes that get the dance floor full. Same with the 90s pop, and same with the 90s dance floor classics, and then a mixture of different things. I then have a crate that I've been asked for, so songs people have asked for. Modern dance, so this is stuff that's currently out dance-wise. I don't tend to play a lot of dance music that's new. Dance bangers, the reason why I created the dance bangers is it's just all the dance tunes I know that are going to play well from the gigs I do. Hip-hop classics, this is your bait hip-hop basically. And then we got the main crate I use when I'm gigging out, which is bangers of bangers. So this, I play a lot of noughties. Everything is in here, from UK garage, dance music, hip-hop, R&B, dancehall. Literally, when I'm off for a week and someone steps in for me, I can give them this crate and say, just stay in there all night and you'll be golden. So then I've got a crate for dance, which a few of the venues I do specifically dance. So for instance, I might start off the night with Hacienda classics, then I might go into a bit of Chicago, Then I might go into some early rave. Then I might go into some piano house, some 90s absolutely classic and in the air kind of vibes. Then I might do some breakbeat stuff, which, you know, I would say was the early incarnation of drum and bass. So Two Bad Mice kind of vibes. Then I might do some trance classics from the 90s, you know, your Children sort of stuff, Beach Ball, them kind of classics. Then I might do some Wigan Pier, which is like a very northern, northwest kind of donk music, Scouse House it's known as well. I've got loads of different genres of house here, broken up, so I could do pockets, maybe 20 minutes, maybe an hour of different kind of music and keep it to, you know, a specific thing. Sure, then the dance floor stays full. Then I've got a noughties crate, which has just got my sort of UK anthems, I guess, UK garage anthems, dancehall bangers, hype anthems. So these are just stuff that's like really hard, dancey kind of vibe, but isn't dance. So your David Guetta kind of stuff. And then ladies anthems. So the type of tunes that, you know, I know is going to get the girls on the dance floor if we're struggling on the dance floor for whatever reason. So that's my DJing out crates all together there, as you can see. Right, let's have a look at the main crate that I use when I'm DJing on Twitch. And this is what a lot of people from Twitch will be really interested in. And I call it open format crates. And what these are is literally as they sound, open format. They're not specific to a genre necessarily. They're not specific to a decade necessarily. So as you can see here, I've got hip-hop open crates, and you might think, well, that's specific to a genre. Yeah, but it's not specific to a decade. And if anyone knows, playing sort of noughties, hip-hop, DMX is not the same as playing early run DMC stuff. So I call it open format crate, and the main one that I use that you will hear me doing online mostly is Hits Different open crates. Now what that is I've specifically gone through and do go through every song on my hard drive and pick songs that I think hit different. So this is a preference to me. As you can see, the BPM range is small in each of these crates. So you've got 90 to 94, 95 to 99, etc. The reason I do this is in this crate, I can literally go into 100 to 104. I know that I'm not going to be stretching myself on BPM, going pinky and perky, etc. And I can put them in, as you can see, they're already in key signature. So if I'm on 12A, I know if I mix anything 12A, it's going to sound sonically right, as in the key is going to be right. If I mix 12B, the same is going to happen. If I mix 11A, the same is going to happen. If I mix 1A, the same is going to happen. So I know, for instance, if I play Buddy De La Soul, I could mix in Peter Piper, Run DMC, and it is going to mix right. Also, what you might have noticed is there's a column here with colours. So what are these colours about? Right, this is just how I do mine, remember guys. There's millions of ways of doing this. So if we put them in order of colours, and you can just put anything in order by just clicking on the top column. Magenta is any song that has got a sample in it. Let's take Jane as an example. Classic song, everyone knows. This song has in a sample by Michael Wyckoff, Looking Up to You. So I know, right, I'm playing Jane, I might want to put a sample before it of the original. With that magenta, it's got it. So I don't have to think about it whilst I'm mixing and doing all things, dealing with the chat, thinking about redemptions, etc. I've got it there. But I can type in Jane, and as you can see here, it's brought up Michael Wyckoff, Looking Up to You. Now that's in green. So I've got magenta is the song that sampled the original song. Green is the original song. Then I've got this red one. Red ones is remixes or blends. You know, Be Happy, that's my own edit. which is Mary J. Blige, one of my favourite Mary J. Blige songs, and I've thrown some Premier beats underneath there from Gangstar, just to make it sound completely different. So it's got that 90s boom bap sort of feel to it, but it's still Mary J. Blige. Then I've got this cyan colour, and the cyan colour is anything that's got like a real low tempo feel. So I might play Emotions, Blind Alley, and then My Thing, James Brown, for instance. And that would then come in with something more funky. So we're nice and chilled. We're going, okay, we're nice here, we're mellow, we're chilled. Bang, funky comes on. Right, let's go. Tension release, tension release. But I also have black. And what they are just stuff that isn't necessarily a song, but it's a bridge. So it can get me from one song to another. I can maybe do a bit of a scratch routine over the top of it. It's got loads of samples in it that people are familiar with, but it's not an actual song. I could be playing that and think, right, I want to do a sample now because I played a few originals. I want to have a play around. Right, so I've got staple singers here. So I can literally play that next. Because I can see the green, I know I'm going to be able to find a Big Daddy Kane to go into it. Gets me into Big Daddy Kane. Sounds nice, gives people a bit of something funky. Then I might go, right, we've been going here, we've been going at it quite a bit. Let's play Carole King, It's Too Late. Nice mellow tune, vibe everyone out, keep them all nice and smooth. And then we might go into Back to Life, which has got the a cappella version and then comes in with the beat, which I would just challenge anyone to stay still when that beat comes in, because it's impossible. Right, so that's how I do them crates. And like I say, hits differently. Open format. What genre is that, Easy? Or what decade's that? It isn't. It's literally my feel of what I think hits differently. There's no rhyme or reason to it. There's songs in here that don't make any sense to anyone else but me. So I would say create at least some crates that are based on feel, emotion, and your love for music, stuff that you love that might not go down well with everyone, but you love it. Then I've got rare groove and funky crates. So this is all funky stuff. It's all not necessarily funk, but it's funky stuff, and a little bit rarer stuff, so not necessarily stuff that people play a lot, even on Twitch. Then I've got funk open, so this is literally anything funk. Hip hop open format, so I use these a lot. So here, Naughty's Real Heads open, so these are what I would determine real hip hop. Then we've got Naughty's hip hop open, so literally anything. A lot of Jay-Z, a lot of Busta in here, and then the bangers, so the real obvious hits from the Naughties. Hip hop open crate, so this is literally, like I say, it might not be open in the sense of it's open genre wise, although it is because it's got the samples in there, but it is open as in decade wise. So you might see J. Rue the Damager next to Drake, for instance, and that's how I do them crates. 90s open format, so again, 90s mixture of everything, so it's got hip hop, R&B, pop, dancehall in here, but it's all 90s. Naughty's open, so this literally has got anything Naughty's in it. And then I've got random crates, which literally is anything I've just picked. Then I've got my hip hop crates, so Wu-Tang stuff in there. My favourite hip hop, again, I've done it in BPM, but 10s here. So, and that's my favourite stuff, so that's stuff I love. Yo MTV Raps Classic, most of these will be videos, and you can see here, this column here indicates whether it's a video or not. So, for instance, if it's got this film mark thing, that means it's a video. If it's got a blank, that means it's an MP3. So illegal search, I have no video for it. If you've got one, please send it me. Tribe Called Quest, so we did a Tribe Called Quest set recently that people loved on Hippamy Raid Train on Fridays. So all the Tribe Called Quests are in here. UK Hype, so you know, them UK get you going, in your face sort of tunes would be in here. 80s hip hop, so I can start in the wild style, which for me is like your breaks era. Then you've got electro. Then you got my favourite 80s, which 88 is my favourite year ever in hip hop, not 93. I know, it's criminal. 90s hip hop, which is just literally anything 90s hip hop. Summer vibes, which is something I'm just working on right now actually. So as I'm playing music, maybe offline, maybe online, and I'll just have in my head, right, and I only work out really at one crate at a time. So it's them summer songs where you go, that just reminds me of the summer, that. Hype intro. So a lot of people love this set, and it literally would be them tunes that you just drop on the one, you don't mix them in, they're not about mixing, you just literally drop it from the start and it goes and it gets you hype, and so on and so forth. So as you can see here, that's how my hip hop crate is created. I've also got an R&B one, so again I've got my favourite R&B songs, then I've got R&B noughties that are different, so songs I deem to sound a little bit different. A to Z R&B set. I did a 2-hour set for my radio show on Radio 2 Funky, Leicester's finest by the way, and it started with A Few Good Men and went all the way to Z, which will have been Zane, you can't see it on there. Chilled intro, so this is where all the Cyan songs, so let's say I'm putting together a specific set where I know the order of songs I'm going to play. I might go, right, I need something to chill everyone out here, it's got too hype, so I might put, you know, Mr. Probs in there and go, right, let's do waves for a minute. I'll only play like the start of these songs, I never play the full song. Grown folk music, so this is your sort of 60s, 70s, early 80s kind of vibe. Timeless R&B, that kind of R&B that doesn't have a genre specific sound to it, so you know, like you had the Neptunes came out with some R&B and stuff, and that had that naughty sort of vibe to it, or them smooth 80s songs, you know, with the soul beat underneath. Clearly late 80s, early 90s vibes, or say your Mary J. Blige, hip hop influence. This is not any of them. This is like, it's hard to know what year it came out. Erection Selection is my version of slow jams. So it's all the slow jams. Again, I broke this down into 80s, 90s and noughties. Rare grooves, so anything that's rare groove. So Buzz FM was a radio station in Manchester in the mid-90s. Songs that a lot of people have never heard, all fit together, just has that vibe. Soul influence, so anything with soul beat underneath it. Jimmy Jams, which is Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis, they're my favourite two R&B producers. So I might do Alexander O'Neal, Janet Jackson, all of them vibes. But in there will be things like Karen White, not produced by Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis, but has the same sort of vibe. New Jack, so the New Jack swing sort of stuff. 90s R&B vibes, so them obvious 90s, just is 90s R&B. Monty's is a club where I used to do back in the day R&B groove, so this is your R&B songs that, you know, just got that smooth vibe to them. R&B Party, which is your party, get up and dance floor kind of vibes. And then I've got Archive, which is literally old crates that I might use in the future. I never delete crates. And in here also you've got things like holidays. So I might have birthday songs in here. So if it's someone's birthday, I could just go into this crate and go, right, I'm going to scratch in happy birthday Stevie Wonder just to celebrate their birthday. So that's the crates. The crate there that we created before, we can delete. Control and delete deletes it. So that's my crates. By no means am I an expert. I'm sure there's better ways of doing it. I'm sure there's 1,000 ways you've got in your head and you're going, well, why does he not do this? Why does he not do that? Because this works for me, and that's how you should do your crate, your way that works for you. I would think about emotion. I would think about genre, decade, what goes together, what you can club together. Other than that, I would express it however you think it should be. There's no right or wrong. So I hope you really enjoyed the video. I hope it's helped you out in some way or form. Don't forget to subscribe, click the bell notification, lets you know when we upload new videos. Until next week, where I'll be covering how I create emotes for Twitch. That's next week's video. So until then, see you on Twitch, see you in real life. Have a great week. Peace.